Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is January 1st. Happy New Year to everybody out there across the state of California. Just thought I'd do a quick California update here. They got hammered pretty good yesterday with some rainfall, especially across the central California area, including the Bay Area. San Francisco at second greatest rainfall ever recorded there, up over 5 inches. And you can see the red dots show areas that got more than 3 inches of precip. The orange are about 2, and the yellow is about 1 inch of precip or more. So this is going to set the stage for some potential flooding as well and localized landslides across the area. Really, the entire state of California is going to be susceptible to this, as this storm coming in Wednesday is very strong and dynamic here. Now, taking a look here, this is National Weather Service Los Angeles, talking about that larger storm next week. Big rainfall amounts, locally up to 6 inches for the mountains out there. So a great graphic here from the National Weather Service California down there in Los Angeles here. So, it's going to be a big deal for California. It's really not going to leave much of the state untouched by this intense frontal system that's going to move from Northern California all the way down through Southern California here and finally get out of the region by Thursday night into Friday morning. National Weather Service Sacramento catching on to this as well, Wednesday through Friday. It's pretty easy to see this storm coming here on the weather models, as we'll look at here in a moment. And they are definitely taking notice here with the strong south winds, snow levels 4,000 to 6,000 feet. Very difficult travel across the mountain passes. Big snowfalls coming there, potential for flooding. You name it, they got it here out across the state of California here coming up. As you can see, this is 200 millibars, 39,000 feet. This is the jet stream pointed at California here. And you'll notice this system develop here, and look at this powerful jet stream just pointed right at California here. The good thing about this is that it should be fairly progressive down across the region here. Hopefully this thing does not hang up for more than 6 to 12 hours across any given area, because that would seriously exacerbate flooding wherever that would occur. Now, taking a look here, this is on Monday night here. You can see the system out here that we're talking about. As we put this into motion, you can see this really develop into a strong cyclone out here and drive this atmospheric river towards California here. And it is somewhat narrow and fairly progressive here, but it is very strong. So any chance of this hanging up on any one area, looks like it might even across Central California. Hopefully not, though, and hopefully this stays progressive and moves down across the state, because it's going to be a very memorable storm here for the state of California coming up. Now, taking a look at this, just kind of an open wave, not very strong of a system at this point, but watch how this thing just develops into a monster very rapidly, and that's what they call a bomb cyclone, just because of how rapidly it deepens. And you can see it going all the way down to a 958 millibar low with an extremely impressive fetch of moisture blasting into California. There's a strong frontal system, big winds, big waves, big mountain snows across the state of California here, finally getting out of the area by Thursday night into Friday morning. But there are more systems lurking out across the Pacific that are probably going to be impacting California on through next week and potentially in through the following week as well. Now, taking a look at this, this is for very late, this is later Tuesday evening shown here, but I wanted to show you guys the winds coming with this storm. You can clearly see these big winds impacting some of the higher terrain in the coastal areas. Gusts up over 50 miles per hour are possible across Central California as well, up towards 60 even along some of the coastal regions. And you can see the strong frontal system drive down across Southern California here, but big winds coming for the Sierra Nevada and the higher terrain. Even for some of the valley areas, you can get some really gusty winds up over 50 miles per hour as well. So just trying to bring attention to this storm. Heads up, this is going to be a memorable one for California, as I said before. This is total precipitation in inches. This is the storm system that hit yesterday. So this is not including anything that fell yesterday. And we put this into motion here. We go into Monday afternoon. A system there, but here comes the big one as we go on into Wednesday, and you can see some of these precipitation totals. Again, the Bay Area is going to get hammered with precip here. The higher terrain all the way down through Southern California, the mountains, like it said in the graphic, they're up to 6 inches possible across some of the regions there locally, some of the areas there locally. But you can see California, none of the state really is going to be spared from this storm, except maybe the extreme southeast portion of the state here, and then additional systems possible after that in through the weekend. So looking at the snowfall totals here, I paused this here. It's just 24-hour snow totals, and look at some of these areas, up over 60 inches of snowfall across the Sierra Nevada here. So very intense storm on its way. Maybe even a little bit of snow for the very higher peaks here down through Southern California. But really, some of the Siskiyous are going to get some decent snow as well, but the Sierra Nevada is really going to get blasted here. And this is shown Thursday afternoon, 24-hour period ending. If you're lucky enough to be out there across the Sierra Nevada here too, this is from the National Weather Service Reno here, 6 steps for properly measuring snow. Goes over each individual step here. This is very good to remember if you're out there measuring snow. Get yourself a snowboard and a ruler and go ahead and do that. Send your reports to the National Weather Service shown there. So anyway, just thought you guys would like to see that. Just drawing attention to that storm system. It's going to cause some big problems for some areas of California here. I'll watch that off and on as I do my daily briefings for the Pacific Northwest as well. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow morning in my normal briefing for the Pacific Northwest. Have a good day.